Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Tuesday evening. I have got the wood burner on. I've had a hot bath. It's been one of those bleh kind of days. So that's me all sorted now. And when I was looking at the news, the result, of course, there's all this thing about the vote going on in the UK with the government and blah, blah, blah. However, what didn't seem to be as big a thing, although it is in quite a couple of headlines, Thames Water. Thames Water is in danger of going into administration. Now, they have been paying their shareholders millions in dividends. Millions. So did Macquarie, the people that had Thames Water before these people. So millions and millions have gone out in dividends. Very little's been done in upkeep or improvements. And what they're now saying to the government is, well, if you force us to go into administration, it's going to cost the taxpayer billions. It's going to cost the taxpayer billions no matter what, because they're not going to do the job that's required of them. They have proven that for the last few years. So I don't know what the question is. I don't know why there's any hesitation. They have literally stripped the company dry. They've done the absolute minimum required. They have paid out so many dividends. Thames Water has just been a cash cow for two different parent companies now. So I think it's time that we brought it back into the fold and maybe actually got it working for what it was supposed to be doing, which is giving the people of the country water. Perchance. Do you know, I think that might be a good thing. So yeah, that was quite a thing. And do you know, I know there's a whole lot going on with all this. Which I find quite irksome. I found I had an appointment card at my door today. Here is your appointment card for your smart meter. I think not. I am not having a smart meter in this house. No. But no, they just keep coming at you different ways, saying that, you know, the government's told them they've got to do this. You know, they're following government instruction. Here's your appointment card. Oh, can we just do this? Can we just do that? No. I don't want a smart meter. And certainly with the reports I've read of all the mistakes that's happening in smart meters and the profits that the energy companies are making, I think not. Thank you very much. Not impressed with that at all. So yeah, and the other thing that I saw, the wages are not going to be rising as much now. The growth in wages is stalling. The number of vacancies is going down. The number of employed people is going down. And you're like, yeah, of course it is. Because stupid people are using computers a lot more. And where this is annoying me intensely is there's so many places where they have so many companies where they have things that have to be done, like your smart meter. Do you know, does Karen have a smart meter yet? No. Well, she's supposed to have a smart meter by this time. That's her target time. So have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done that? And it doesn't matter how many times you tell them if they phone you about booking a smart meter that you don't want one. You know, 2 weeks later, you're going to get another phone call because it's come up on someone's screen saying, have you ticked this box yet? No. Right, get on the phone. I'm like, did you maybe read the notes from last month when I told you I don't want one? Oh, yes, but we've got... No, I'm fed up with that. Mobile phones. My mum did our mobile phone contracts from, like, when Kathleen was small. She just got all the phone contracts in her name. And I was the last one standing. I've recently just changed it over to me. And what's happened, what I found with that, obviously when mum went into care, she couldn't do anything with the phones. I was the power of attorney. So they would phone my number. They'd get me. Can I speak to your mother? No. Okay, who's calling? Oh, it's O2. We need to speak to her about our contract. No, you don't. It's fine as it is. Thank you. Yes, but it would really be good. No, she's not able to speak to you. Can you, just note it down? She's in a care home, so we're fine as we are. I started getting phone calls every couple of days from O2 about this contract and about looking through it to see if I was getting the best deal, and now I could upgrade my phone, and now I could do that. And it's a computer spitting out, check this, check this, check this. This is her target. She needs to upgrade her phone. She needs to check her contract and stuff like that. And eventually I completely lost the rag, probably about 4 times, and growled is what Mandy and I call it when I do that, and growled down the phone at them. And the growling is the sort of thing going, my mother is in a care home. Please put that on your notes. I think it's already there, but you don't seem to have taken the time to read it. Could you please ensure that people read that before you phone me again? That's considered a medium growl. I did that 4 or 5 times before they slowed down those phone calls. And it's just so annoying. And the thing is that it's not the person's fault, and I feel really bad for growling at them. It's not their fault. But literally their supervisor or whoever, their job is, this computer says, you haven't got this information from Karen, get it now. And I'm like, you can't have that information. It's not happening. 2 weeks later, you haven't got that information for it. Oh, look, it's flagged up again. We need to phone Karen now. Maybe read the notes. But this is what's happening. So now, what's happening in a lot of these call centres is people are not actually... Because I worked in a call centre a while ago for insurance. And as soon as someone phoned, you would start scanning the notes to see what had been said before. And before you phoned them, you made sure you read the notes so that you weren't going to get blindsided, or there wasn't something that they told you that you'd forgotten or that you'd missed. But now they don't have the time for that, because what they're doing is people are literally getting a call up in front of them saying, phone this one and ask her if she wants a new contract. And they don't have time to read the notes because the notes aren't there. It's just your basic information. And that is most annoying. But also it means that there's less jobs for people, because we're all just running around following computers nowadays. Yeah, don't like that at all. So that's my thing today. That has, I don't know, it just seems to be a thing now that they're saying, the interest rates are not going to come down because the wages thing is not going up as much, and there's not as many jobs, and there's not as many people employed, etc., etc. So interest rates, they suspect, are going to stay the same on Thursday when the Bank of England sets the interest rates. And it's all about the jobs market and lack of growth. There will be no more growth, I don't think, in my opinion. See, caveats there. Because there's only so far you can go. And there's only so far that people can deal with computerized questions, because the computers don't get the human bit. They don't get that someone's gone into hospital or gone into care, or that, something's happened somewhere that is a completely human thing, and you can't move forward until that's fixed, or you just can't move forward in the case of my mum in a care home. Until I change something, you're not going to get anything different from me. See? Gets me stressed. So there you go, that's my wee rant for this evening. Computers and stuff and things, and nationalised industries that are no longer nationalised and are getting stripped bare before they get thrown back to the government because they're in administration. See, I'm just in one of those moods, can you tell? Right, I am going to go and have a cup of tea and possibly some chocolate biscuits and relax and not get any more grumpy. Catch you later.